What's up, everybody? You're back with Let's Talk Boxing. I'm your host, David, and I tried to make this video last night. I tried to get this video out, pushed out, edited, and posted all before last night. And life is just full of complications and things don't ever always work out the way you want them to. So let me just go ahead and run you down to everything that happened to me last night, right? One, we hadn't gotten a chance to celebrate Mother's Day for my mom, right? So we took care of that last night, which we were pretty much done and back home right around 9 o'clock. Boom, we get back home, 9 o'clock shows up, and I'm like, dude, I need to get inside. I need to make this video. I need to film, record, edit, and push the video out, right? Try to get that done. But the biggest thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to put my money where my mouth was at. And there's been so many times where I'll call a fight and I'll hit 7-8 fights in a row. And I remember when HBO Max was doing the thing where you can bet on who you're gonna think's gonna win, and they'll do like rewards for their fans, right? Or they'll do like rewards for their fans to give something back to their fans. And if you got, I think it was like 45 fights in a row, you would win tickets to a major event or something. I got all the way up to 38 fights hit straight, bing, 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 just knocking fights out, calling them winner after winner after winner after winner, just doing my research and understanding the boxing game, who has the boxing skills, understanding, styles make fights. So you may have a Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney matchup happen, and styles make fights. That one caught me off guard. Don't get me wrong, that one caught me off guard. Which I don't understand why it caught me off guard. I should have been on top of that. Now that I think about it. But hindsight's 2020. Anyways, so the biggest thing that I wanted to do was get back home, get this my bookie thing set up, and make sure I can bet on this fight. Problem is, I live in Texas. Texas doesn't allow sports betting. So I was like, okay, fuck it. And I started redoing some research, and I seen that there is videos out there where they say you can just run a VPN, and a VPN will bypass the geolock. And I'm like, you know what? It makes sense, kind of, sort of, right? Boom, let me try it. Tried a free VPN, didn't work. I tried another VPN, didn't work. Jumped on YouTube, tried to research and see which VPN will work. I heard Norden like 10 times, and then I run through Reddit, seen Norden a couple times, and I'm like, okay, let me try Norden VPN. Boom, get on there, does not work. So anybody that tries to tell you run a VPN and see if that works, it doesn't work. It does not work. My bookie, DraftKings, FanDuel, and all these other betting apps, they will detect that you're running a VPN. I block you from being able to bet. You can scroll their page. You can pretend you're gonna bet and see what you can potentially win, and not bet at all. But so my biggest thing, like I said, I wanted to do this parlay. It was like a 13 fight because it's like right now we're like in the playoffs of boxing. For some reason, everybody's fighting in the next 3 months. So this is what I wanted to do. These are the fights I wanted to run and the people I had winning. I have Usyk beating Fury, Emmanuel Navarrete winning. I know I got Deontay Wilder here somewhere. Where's Deontay? Boom, Deontay Wilder beating Zhang. Everybody thinks Deontay is washed up. Like, Deontay Wilder lost to a good boxer. And then I know Zhang technically lost to Joseph Parker, but he beat him. Let's be honest. So he did drop him like 2 or 3 times. I don't have complete faith, but I do have faith in Wilder's one-shot knockout power. That bronze bomber's still there. Then I have David Benavidez winning. That's obviously a gimme. I have Super Martinez winning. That's obviously a gimme. I have Gervonta Tank Davis winning. That's obviously a gimme. Then Boots Ennis beating Cody Crowley. That's going to be a badass fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for that fight. And Jake Paul beating Mike Tyson. Like, okay, I'm a boxing fan. So theoretically, I should be going for Mike Tyson, right? But I can't get behind it. Mike Tyson's body's too old. Mike Tyson's 50-something years old. At the end of the day, Father Time catches up to you. And everybody has this faith in Mike Tyson like he's going to be some superhero because he is Iron Mike Tyson. But Father Time is undefeated. Jake Paul is going to let that be seen. And if I'm wrong, then fuck it. Like, I was willing to throw $100 on it. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. I feel like Amanda Serrano won the first fight. So I feel like she might win this one. I feel like it's comeback time. So I had her beating Katie Taylor. One hell of a fight, by the way. Andy Ruiz, I have him beating Big Baby Miller, only because Big Baby Miller is Andy Ruiz. We've seen him in the gym nonstop. We've seen him losing weight. We've seen him working his ass off. And then Big Baby Miller, we haven't seen him do anything. And these heavyweights, you gotta understand, these heavyweights, they don't have a weight limit. It's two something and above. You two something and it doesn't matter after that. There's been fights where somebody weighs like 240 and somebody weighs 300. So it's like, eh, I don't have faith in Miller. I haven't seen Miller in forever. Last thing I remember, Miller got busted or got popped for PEDs, but it wasn't like no performance enhancement PEDs. He started doing porn and he was taking some penis enlargement pills. So, yeah, I feel like Miller's not there. He's just doing shit just to do shit at this point. I have Cruz beating Ryu. Now, personally, I had Ryu beating Cruz. But one thing I can say is Cruz is a Sean Porter type of fighter. No fighter was able to fight the way they wanted to against Sean Porter except Crawford. No fighter is going to be able to fight the way they want to with Usyk Cruz other than a special elite type of fighter. And you're going to have to beat Usyk Cruz at his game. And you want to talk about special elite type of fighters? Tank was forced to fight Usyk's way and yet still found a way to calm him down with one hand. And then I have Virgil Ortiz beating Tim Tszyu. You see, Virgil Ortiz, he had 3 fights back. He took his tune-ups. Tim Tszyu, he beat Fundora, no matter what you say in my book. If Tim Tszyu didn't suffer that cut in the Fundora fight, I had him smoking Fundora. But you see, boxing is a game of factors, and that gas played a huge factor in it. Tim Tszyu is pretty good. But Virgil Ortiz, y'all got to look at Virgil Ortiz's boxing record, man. Y'all are asleep on my boy Virgil. I was asleep on my boy Virgil. Virgil Ortiz is 21-0, 21 knockouts. Every single fight coming by stoppage. Virgil Ortiz is pretty tall for being 140 pounds, right? Is that what they're fighting at, 140? I believe it's 150. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, this is why I second guessed it. This is right. Virgil Ortiz went from 147 to 154. That is right. Tim Tszyu's a decent fighter. Very decent. Virgil Ortiz, to me, he's one of them fighters that are supposed to be special. He's definitely one of them fighters who are supposed to be above average. And I see Tim Tszyu just slightly above average, and I see Ortiz a above average fighter. I think Ortiz goes in there and continues the stoppage. I think he goes in there and just works him to the body and beats him to the body. That's how I see Virgil Ortiz. I think the weight's going to play a huge factor, but you see Virgil Ortiz has fought 2 fights already at 150. He feels good. He took 2 tune-ups. He stopped both of those guys at 150. He's seen that his power translate, and then he stopped him in the first round. So he's feeling pretty strong at 154. And then obviously I had Crawford. So I had this 13 bet parlay that I want to do, and I was going to throw $100, maybe 150. Let's see what it would have been there with 150. 150. I would have made 11. But as I was saying, Texas being geo-locked because some stupid-ass rule you're not allowed to sports bet. I can't do it. Next time I'm going to have to take a trip out to Louisiana, place my bets in Louisiana, maybe go gamble at the casino for a day, come back. That's what it's going to have to be. And if I do that, then fuck it. I'll vlog it. I'll throw a video about it. I'll go show y'all the whole back process of making a fucking trip just to bet on boxing in Texas. And this shit's so stupid. I wish I'd have done it today. I should have done it today. But to dive right into it, we have Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Let's be honest. I want Tyson Fury to be stopped. I want Usyk to stop Tyson Fury. And I think if anybody has the ability to, it would have been Deontay Wilder. But we seen how that played out for Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury is just one of them guys. He gets knocked down, but he does not give up. If Deontay Wilder couldn't do it, I don't think Usyk can do it. But Usyk has superior boxing skills. And I think Fury's feet has slowed down. I think his arms are way too heavy. He drops his arms way too much, and he depended on his movement for so much because he was fighting big, heavy, flat-footed fighters like Deontay Wilder and beating them. Styles make fights, right? Deontay Wilder said it. He said it perfect. He was like, "You need to be perfect for all 12 rounds. I need to be perfect for just 1 second. I just need to catch you for one time for 1 second." He did. And then when Fury got up, he had no fucking answer, man. Usyk has many, many tools in his arsenal. Usyk is just one of those guys. He can throw from all angles. He can move, and he's going to move nonstop. And he's going to throw from every angle. And he's going to see how Fury can do it. And Fury doesn't have the best jab. Fury doesn't have a best jab. Fury has a very lazy jab. It's very slick, very whipping jab, like a very sharp whipping jab, but it's not the best. And the Usyk's going to get past that. And once he closes that distance, what is Fury going to be able to do? But if y'all don't understand why this fight is so special, these two guys right here cleaned out their division. Fury beating Wilder twice. Usyk beating Joshua twice. You know, like, those were the top 4 guys. It was Fury, Wilder, Usyk, Joshua. Big Baby Miller and Andy Ruiz were coming out there, and those two kind of fell off. Let's be honest. Those two kind of fell off. I think Andy Ruiz ended up getting like a suspension or locked up in a contract. And I know Big Baby Miller got I think it was a 2-year suspension or something like that. Sorry, the squirrel's in my window. So them two guys kind of took themselves out. The only other person that's there right now, Jared Anderson, which is a coming up superstar. So Jared Anderson could be creeping up and fighting the winner next, which would be awesome. Or we could have Andy Ruiz and Big Baby Miller, which is going on. The two guys that were coming up as well are made a comeback, and they're fighting each other. That's why I said this is like the playoffs for when these 4 guys were the 4 kings: Wilder, Fury, Joshua, and Usyk. Usyk took out Joshua, Fury took out Wilder, and then they come together and meet at the end. And then, like I said, we still have that potential of Andy Ruiz versus Usyk or Fury, whoever comes out the winner, or Big Baby Miller if he beats Andy Ruiz. I don't think it's going to happen, but the reason this fight is so significant is because these two guys cleaned out their division. The reason that this fight is so significant is because these two guys, what has it been, 20 years since there has been one unified heavyweight champion, where the man is this man, where the champion is this champion. It's not that the belts are all spread it out and you have one rising superstar who has unanswered questions. No. These two guys have cleaned out their division, have beat everybody that they needed to beat. But I got Usyk winning. I got Usyk out boxing and just stylistically just destroying Fury. And if you want to know why, it's because of how tired he gets with his arms. For a big boy, this man can fight, and this man can move. He will move the whole 12. He's definitely going to hold. But in that clinch, when he does hold, Usyk's going to be working. Without a doubt, Usyk's going to be working. And if Usyk's working on the clinch, Usyk's landing shots. Usyk is one of those fighters. He's one of those Lomachenko. You got to remember, he trains with Lomachenko. He's one of those guys that can find a way to get an arm free. He will fight till he cannot fight. This is why I have Usyk beating Fury. Look where the hands are at. Boom. Big right hand. But why did that happen? Why did that happen? Look. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Why did that happen? This is the same fight. Boom. Look at where his hands are at. Perfect pause. Boom. Hands all the way down to the bottom. Hands coming from his fucking waist. Now, this is something Fury does, though. Even against Wilder. Look where his hand's at. Look at this waistline. Boom. Big right hand. Big left hook. That is Wilder 1. Wilder Fury 2. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just one of his bad habits. Look at this. Look at this shit. Throws those hands, right? And then where the hands go right after. Boom. Look out. Down to the waist again. And it's going to be a consistent issue. Everything coming from the waist. And you let me explain why. why this is a habit for Tyson Fury. This is why it's a habit. He's 6'9" with an 85 reach. Usyk, 78 reach, right? 6'4", 6.5", 70. You see, Fury has this bad habit of leaving his hands down because he can touch you way before you can touch him. So he feels safe. He feels like he could just flick that jab out, flick that right hand out anytime that he feels that you're getting in reach. Because he has a 10-inch reach advantage on almost everybody. Even against, it's Dylan. See, 78. Deontay, that's what I was trying to click on. Even against Deontay Wilder, he still had a 2-inch reach advantage. 2 inches of reach before Wilder ever touched him. He has this terrible habit of feeling protected because of his height. This is going to play to his demise tomorrow or today. Later on today. Actually, we're just 3 hours off from the fight happening. Later on today, this is going to be the reason why he loses. You're going to see him drop them hands because he's going to get too comfortable. Usyk's going to be pressuring the fight the whole time. It's going to be like a Usyk versus Joshua. This is exactly what it's going to be like. Usyk's going to come over that jab every time he throws it. Come in, over with the right hand, come up with a left hook. It's going to happen. Guaranteed. Over with the right hand, over the jab with the right hand, uppercut with the left hook. A lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of movement coming from Usyk. It's going to force Fury to fight Usyk's way. How does that play out? I don't know. But I have Usyk. I have Usyk winning. Just that whole movement, the whole fight. And this is round 12. And you see him movement the whole round 11, round 7. It's constant movement. Round 5, round 3. I don't think Usyk's putting Tyson Fury out. But the movement, the feints, the straight right, it's going to play. It's going to have a huge play. You see how tight Anthony Joshua's defense is here. If he can slip in with Anthony Joshua keeping a tight defense, and it's the whole fight. It's not just one round. Anthony Joshua kept a tight defense the entire fight, and Usyk still found little pit pockets to pick him apart in. That's not the case at all with Fury. He is a vulnerable target. 100% vulnerable target. He's going to try to use his reach. Usyk's going to get past that reach. Once he does, it's just Usyk's fight. I see Usyk just picking him apart. At the end, he's going to do a lot of feints. He's going to be moving the whole 12 rounds. Right around like round 5, Fury's going to get tired. When Fury's tired, then we're going to have that Usyk moments where he just comes in on the inside and beats him up. It's going to be a lot of body work. Guaranteed there's going to be a lot of body work. But on top of that, there's definitely going to be that overhand right that comes straight over Fury's jab. That's going to be the key to closing the distance. Coming over that jab, beating that jab, because that is his yardstick. That is, give me that extra 10, 12 inches. Give me away. Give me that extra foot away from you. And he's going to flick that jab, boom, comes over it, close the distance on the inside. It's going to happen. I can practically see it in my head. That's how I had the fight going. Now, we're about to kick off the fight in the next 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So, once the fight is over, I'm going to do another reaction. We'll see how the fight plays out. And I'm still going to try to figure out how to get this damn bet to work. I got to get this bet to work. I have enough time to drive up to Louisiana right now. I'm not going to lie. So, we could go make that run real quick and then, I don't know, run this 13-fight parlay because I need these 13 fights. I know for a fact this is 100% going in my favor. So $100 on this to make 11,000 is nothing, bro. If I could bet, I would have put the bet up. That's all I'm saying. Y'all do what y'all want with this information. But other than that, I'm about to go get ready for the fights, get some food in me. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. I think the fights kick off at 12, so we'll see how the fights go. Tune in afterwards, get my live reaction. I might try to do some commentary on it. I might just create a video and let y'all watch it later on. But Tune in with Let's Talk Boxing. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. Let's keep running it up. Let's keep commenting. Tell me what y'all think. Put y'all's thoughts on here. Tell me if y'all think I'm wrong or if y'all think I'm right. Is Usyk going to close the distance, or is that jab just going to be way too much for Usyk? Put the comments down. Let me know. Peace.